You knew the words before you even opened the email. You've got mail. Those 3 words defined an era when being online still felt like magic. But the story behind that voice is anything but high-tech. It wasn't a computer or an advanced AI. It was a cassette tape spinning in a spare bedroom in suburban Ohio, recorded by a man who didn't even get paid for the job. This is the story of the most heard human voice on the planet. The mid-1980s were a strange, quiet time for computers. Before the internet became the internet, there was quantum link. You'd hear the screech of modem static, followed by nothing but silence and a blinking cursor. It felt cold, clinical, and mechanical. Quantum computer services, which we now know as AOL, had a problem. The platform felt too sterile for the average user. Karen Edwards, an employee at the time, noticed the engineers grumbling about the coldness of the interface. She knew they needed a human touch. During a casual conversation, she mentioned that her husband did voice work. That one sentence changed digital history forever. That husband was Elwood Edwards. And when the company called, there was no professional studio or soundproof booth. Elwood just stood in his living room in front of a cassette deck he used for mixtapes. He was about to record the sounds of a generation. He recorded exactly 4 phrases. Welcome. You've got mail. File's done. And goodbye. The entire session took 20 minutes. He handed the tape to Karen, who tossed it in her purse like a forgotten lunch. The engineers pulled the audio off that cassette and digitized it. No processing, no cleanup, just raw living room audio. That was the accidental genius of it. Elwood had a calm Midwestern baritone that sounded like someone's dad. It didn't sound like a computer pretending to be human. It sounded like a human who happened to live inside your machine. As AOL exploded in the 90s, mailing out millions of free trial CDs, those 4 phrases began playing everywhere. In home offices, college dorms, and family kitchens, the family desktop hummed with Elwood's voice all evening. These clips played billions of times. Yet for years, not a single person knew who they were listening to. To the world, it wasn't just a voice. It was the sound of connection itself. At its peak, AOL had 30 million subscribers. The phrase, "You've got mail," had bled into the very fabric of culture. In 1998, Hollywood cemented the legend with a major romantic comedy starring Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan. But the man behind the voice stayed invisible for decades, until a reporter finally tracked him down in Ohio. Finally, the voice had a face. Elwood Edwards was just a guy who drove a school bus and had done his wife a favor. He did eventually get paid, though it wasn't the millions you'd expect. But he never let go of that original cassette tape. That tape still exists, a physical object that carried an entire generation into the digital age. In an era of synthesized AI voices, it's worth remembering that the most iconic digital sound came from a man in his living room. Recorded for free to help his wife, Elwood Edwards' voice became a digital legend. Subscribe for more stories the internet forgot to tell you, and share this with someone who still remembers those dial-up days. And there you have it, tech at List Nicely.